This has been one long week of training, one long week of lack of sleep, one long week of where I've been on vacation. But this morning, we've got our long run, and as always, nothing new on race day. Bagel, peanut butter, coffee, Gatorade. Okay. So I figure, where it's Long Run Sunday, I'd sit down and I'd talk to you about everything that I'm eating throughout the day, starting with breakfast. And breakfast, as always on Long Run Sunday, is to have my bagel with peanut butter. Got a couple other things that I'm not always super diligent on, my vitamins and extra supplements, but it has been something I've been trying to keep up with, at least over the holidays, and hopefully it carries into the new year when I get back to work tomorrow. But we've got some iron supplements, got some vitamin D, and I've got a multivitamin here. I've also got some creatine. Now, creatine I hadn't taken for a while, but we're adding it back in because the mileage is gonna get higher, and I'm gonna try to hold on to going to the gym and lifting some weights. And there are just so many benefits in my mind to creatine. And I got a giant bag picked up from Costco that's gonna last me, I did the math, 200 days. Of course, we got our coffee. And the last thing, and this one's probably the most interesting part to this whole breakfast, is a Toblerone bar. One piece of a giant Toblerone bar. I have gotten a Toblerone bar for Christmas every year for the past number of years, and every year as a way to kind of keep my diet in check, is that as of January 1st, I started eating one piece of that Toblerone bar every day until that bar runs out. Last night, when I went to bed, in my pillowcase was a second Toblerone bar. I didn't know what was going on, but my daughter was waiting for me to go to sleep and for my head to hit the pillow. And when I did, the giant lump underneath was another one of these bars. So super excited for that. And as I mentioned, nothing new on race day. If I eat this morning and I go out and have a really good long run, who knows? Who knows? Maybe that becomes part of my Sunday long run tradition and part of my pre-race nutrition tradition. All right, gonna eat all this up, gonna get out, go on the run. Talk to you guys in a bit. .6 kilometers, 141 beats per minute, 5:30 per kilometer pace. Took me 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 54 seconds. Great run again. Sunday long run, nice and easy, running with friends. Chilly out there. I think it was minus 14 or so. Felt like minus 22. That's Canadian, that's in Celsius. And we run across this bridge quite a bit. You see it in an awful lot of my videos that there's this bridge. It's a walking bridge, and when we ran across that today, it was really, really windy, and it almost had you stopped in your tracks. It was really cold. I don't complain about the cold too much, but today was cold. All right, so the reason why we're back here in the office, the reason why I have my food back here is that we've actually got family over for lunch. You might be able to hear them on the microphone out there. They're having a lot of fun, but a few of them didn't want to be on camera, so we're back here. I'm probably going to eat this, edit the first part of this video back on the computer. But I just wanted to go over what I ate. I also wanted to go over the nutrition that I had while I was out on the run. What attracted me to doing this today was when I woke up this morning, I really didn't have an idea of what I was gonna eat, and I didn't want to plan this out. I just wanted to show you the types of things that I would typically eat. So if you watch this and you like this video and you want to come back and you want to see me do a full week of eating video, a little bit more work, a little bit more editing, but I'd be more than willing to do that. So put in the comments down below if that's something you're interested in, and we'll try to get that one done. But what we have for lunch today, lots of rice with lots of soy sauce, love that sodium, carrots, hummus, some chicken breast, a couple of hot peppers, and some deep fried chicken with honey garlic sauce on top of it. And you will, to be honest, I actually ate another one of these deep fried chicken wings earlier before I actually filmed this. The other thing that I just took down before this video was a couple of these dates. These dates, I've been into these lately. I get them at Costco, big container of them. There's only a few left. Love them, just reach them. They're in the pantry, grab a couple of them all the time. Okay, so while I was out on the run today, what I brought with me that I might have put earlier in the video were 3 of these hammer gels. And I came to love these early on, but one of the things that I found was they get incredibly thick.
So stopping for a quick break, get some fuel. Gonna head back out. Pretty cold out there right now. Just caught up with Coach. Not sure if he's running the same pace as the other guys, but Coach, I say not mine, Coach. I think because I ignore his advice a little bit too much. I don't know if he'd ever take me on, but gonna take a gel. Maybe swap out the gloves. Staying pretty warm. Bottle is icing up a little bit. That's the biggest problem. And keeping these gels warm enough that you can actually down them. They're thick.
They're already fairly thick, like a lot of gels are, but they get really thick in the cold. So sometimes I lean more towards like a cis gel, which is a lot more liquidy when we're out there in the cold, but this is what I had. I had 3 of these. I had 2 of the espresso ones, 1 of the raspberry. I got 1 of the espresso ones down, but it was so thick from the cold, even though I had it in my belt. I just couldn't eat another one. The other thing that I had while I was out on the run, I had 2 servings of this Gatorade mix. Now, I know, not super fancy, but I'm not about fancy. I'm about getting the calories in where I can and trying to save a little bit of money, to be honest with you. And these hammer gels are about to expire in 2 weeks, and they were on sale for that reason at the running room where I bought them the other day. So grab those, use those. Still really good, but only was able to get 1 down today because of the cold. And the Gatorade I was able to do because I had that on a water bottle. The other funny note about the water bottle that I carried, and I don't have it here in the office, is it's great during the summer, but any water bottle with those squeeze tips on it, you really kind of have to hold that in your hand when it gets cold enough and not let that expose to the cold for very long, because it will just freeze up and then you're not going to get anything out of that. That happened to me last week, so this week I was a little bit more, I was smarter carrying that. So maybe I need to find a better system. If you have any potential options, put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. But this is what we had for lunch. Honestly, don't have a plan yet for the rest of the day, but when I do, we'll put it here. Okay, talk to you guys in a little bit. So one last thing to note, my son, when I got home from my run, he was putting together this beautiful apple pie, and I'm about to scarf this down. There is a really solid chance that we're gonna go back for seconds, but for now, apple pie, edit, that's it. Peanut butter chocolate protein powder. I think it's peanut butter chocolate. Chocolate peanut butter protein powder, Isoflex. You know what the best thing about this protein powder is? Is this scoop right here. It sits on the inside in the top. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you're somebody who's had a lot of protein powder, and I've had a lot of protein powder, the fact that they create this little lip and scoop that works, that it sits on the top, is absolutely amazing. So an afternoon snack, I think we've got some time to head to the gym and do a little bit of a workout. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, supper's coming out next, so. So we are back once again. We're back in here. We just finished eating supper again. Felt a little bit awkward to have the camera. I was just enjoying our last Sunday before we all have to get back to work tomorrow. My wife's been back to work for a week, but me and the kids have to go back to school. Me teaching, them actually being the students. We're not at the same school. That would be a disaster. But broke that to them today. Reminded them of that. It was sort of a sore moment. So I didn't film eating supper, but we did have fries, French bread, chicken left over from lunch, hummus, dumplings, and a salad. And the salad was really good. It was just one of those packaged salads that you get from Costco, one of those kits. Really, really good. I'll try to remember to put that up here on the screen. And the other thing that I went out for after I filmed earlier was another piece of that apple pie, and it was gone. There was nothing left. And my kids won't admit who actually ate the whole thing, but one of them ate it, and I felt like that was really, really unfair that they didn't leave their dad another slice. The pie was it. Dylan, if you watch this, your pie, it was pretty incredible. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention before we close out the video is that I didn't count calories. I didn't share what my calories were in this video. And it's not that I have anything against calories. In fact, a few years ago, I went from 250 pounds down to where I sit now is probably about 165 on a good day. And I did that mostly through going to the gym, lifting weights, and counting calories. Wasn't really doing a whole lot of running back then when I lost the majority of my weight, but it served its purpose then. Now I do it a whole lot less. I might start doing it again because I have found that I've started to lose a little bit more weight as my mileage has creeped up, and it would mostly be in a place where I just want to make sure that I'm getting the right macro and micronutrients to support all the running and all the physical fitness that I'm doing throughout the week, so that I can continue to properly recover and just bounce back better than ever after I have those long runs like we had today. That's it, guys. That is the end of the video. My name is Matt. This has been What Matters, Matt. I hope you enjoyed this day of sharing with you what I ate in the day and sharing with you just a little bit about my long run. If you want to see more of my videos and you're not currently subscribed, please consider subscribing. Comment in the comment section down below. What video would you like to see from me next? Did you want me to do a whole week on my eating, or do you want something a little bit more about my training? You're probably going to get a whole lot of that. In fact, I've got another video coming up really, really soon. It's going to be all about sleep. All right, that's it, guys. My name is Matt. This has been What Matters, Matt. And ultimately, what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video. I got to grab something food related to close this out.